What's going on, guys? I got another huge giant box, and in this box is a giant 45cc Baja. You can pick these up directly at fearlessrc.com. 45cc, is that the biggest, baddest Baja you can get? And my answer is yes. Yes, it is, unless you build one. Row fun. Someone just told me a nice little joke. They said row fun so you could have mo fun. I like that. That's genius, sickening humor over here. If you guys hang out with the gas gang, you're gonna hear a couple jokes. Okay, let's open her up. Big box. Got double box that I see. Oh yeah. Here we go. The red edition. Top of the line, shiny red edition. I'm just kidding around, guys. This is actually the top of the line model. So let's see what it comes with. It comes with everything you need. Extra air filter, diff fluid, charger for the included onboard battery, a wheel wrench, basically everything you would need if you're just getting a brand new Baja. In my opinion, this stuff is very useful. When I first picked up my very first gas RC, it in fact was a Roving Baja, but a much cheaper 30cc model. This is a very convenient fuel mixing can. Now they recommend 25:1, but you can kind of select your own mix ratios. You could also buy pre-mixed fuel, which I have been doing over time. We have ourselves a wing that does need to be installed and some stickers if you want them. This model comes with a fairly nice radio. I think this is the FlySky GT3B. Pretty convenient radio. I actually still run these on many of my models. The most important feature here is you have a third channel. In the future, if you want to install a third channel kill switch, you could easily use the same radio and you'll be good. You can also buy additional receivers and install them, and you can actually use this radio for 10 total different models. Reliable, good looking, and a backlit LCD. Time to take it out of the box. This thing is pretty heavy, guys. But I'm no wimp, because if I was a wimp, I'd have an electric. But you know what? I don't have an electric. I have a gas RC. Sickening. Man, this thing looks like it is glistening here in the sun. I like it. Since this is the top dog, the 45cc motor, it also comes bundled with all of the great optional aluminum accessories you want. Of an aluminum HD rear diff brace. I also heard that this thing comes with a metal differential. Now this model comes with a fairly unique pull starter handle. Since this is the 45cc, it's a 2-ring motor. These are very good for developing crazy, try to kill you low RPM for crazy torque. Interesting design here for the spark plug. Normally the spark plug is mounted directly vertical like this. On the 45cc power plants, well, they have a little bit of a side angle going on. You know what I like to call the Pythagorean theorem. Hypotenuse over there. That's a math joke, guys, okay? Math joke. Not everybody would understand, but I hope you do. In the front end, we got ourselves a pretty hardcore aluminum shock tower. We have a full set of sway bars in the front. Pretty serious looking aluminum shocks, and I gotta tell you guys, the dampening on this model, it is quite incredible. I remember the older Roving Bajas, the dampening, people used to complain about the shocks. You're not going to complain about these shocks. They are what I would like to say shockening. Okay, that's a joke for this channel. Not everybody will understand. Please don't hate me for doing that, but you're gonna be shockening, everybody. Now in the front, you could easily install LED lights. These are just placeholders. The rest of this chassis, even though it looks like a regular Baja, it isn't, guys. This model comes with a full aluminum roll bar that you can, if you remove the body here in the front, you can just kind of flip it up and you have access to the entire chassis. Now, one of the most important features I noticed this Baja has is the very unique and necessary upgraded symmetrical steering system. That was one of the most important upgrades people used to make on Bajas, was to install symmetrical steering, and this model has it. Once it's fired up and running, I will test out the actual steering in the future, but for now, this is a first look. This model comes with a very nice loud tuned pipe. I will confirm this is a very good tuned pipe. The sound might actually piss off your neighbors, but the thing is, are you really friends with your neighbors? You gotta ask yourself, Do I want to have a little beer with my neighbor over there? I personally don't want to, but maybe you do, I don't know. And if you do, don't forget to pick yourself up a nice little silencer. They do make them for these chassis. All in all, I would say the fit and finish on this Top Dog Baja is remarkable. I also like the fully enclosed wheel nuts and these great, I would call these all-terrain traction tires. I've actually ran this style of tire on a Baja previously, and great for road surfaces and great for off-road surfaces. Color combination, in my opinion, very nice. I see an interesting little update here. Now, most Bajas have the power switch on the bottom of the frame rail chassis. This one seems to have relocated it to a much easier location directly next to the closed charge port. So this does include a regular charger. These are some of the most interesting, I would say, designed radio systems in the fact that they're easy to charge. They come with a good battery already installed. It's really nothing you have to worry about. If you guys are looking to get a fit scale, I highly recommend you start out with a Baja. The reason is the part support is unmatched. This Baja is way better equipped than any HPI that was ever made. Look at the super thick dog bones here in the rear. Much thicker than the cheaper models of the Baja. I'm pretty sure the cheaper models for the 30cc are only about $200 and something less than this one. So if you were gonna pick a big dog Baja, I would highly recommend that this is the one you pick up. For this video, we're going to be using this awesome Power Mix pre-mixed fuel that is mixed at a great 25:1 ratio. Now, over time, when you break these things in, I have actually been running about 32:1. Some people run a different ratio. We're going to do a first fire, but first I just want to check out the electronic system, the radio. Steering is super strong. You're not going to have any problem with the steering on this system. The throttle trim seems to be very good. I've already checked the car blinkage. What I'd like to do is check whether the failsafe is set. So I'm going to turn off the power to the radio and see whether the brakes are fully engaged. Okay, turn off the power. Okay, the wheels are locked up in the back. I cannot move the car forward. The failsafe is engaged. I am very happy with the setup out of the box. In terms of break-in and heat cycles, everyone has their own individual method. In my opinion, you do about 4 to 5 heat cycles of about 10 minutes, and then you just drive it around at, like, 25 to 50% throttle, and you should have absolutely no problem. Now, yes, everybody will have their own opinion, but I'll be honest with you, these gas RCs, if you're using proper fuel and if you don't crash, they really almost never let you down. First fuel. Oh, that feels good. Let's see where we are in this large capacity fuel tank. Okay, I'm looking at the chassis right now, and I could see it is more than about half a tank, which is adequate. In reality, as long as the fuel pickup is fully submersed and covered with fuel, you should have no problem. Now, I did recently just see the fuel pickup, but it has shifted a little bit to the side. I'm getting ready to fire it up. I want to make sure everybody knows your first time firing up a gas RC, please be safe and have the wheels off of the ground. In my case, off of the table. You never know how the clutch is. You never know what will happen when you fire it up. And then, if you want to have a little bit of a team effort, of course, don't forget to put another Baja right next to the first start on this most insane 45cc. Let's get the primer going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 primes. The fuel bulb is full. Keep in mind, this is not actually priming the motor. This is only building fuel line pressure. I normally do about 16 times the first time, and then pull the starter about 1 turn of the motor piston. This is actually getting fuel into the motor. Or you want to pull the cord a couple times, like a couple small times. All right, so this is actually getting fuel into the motor. And it looks like this thing is so heavy we broke the box. Sickening. Well, let's hope the setting is good, you know?
We're good.
All right, I'm gonna press the primer a little bit more. Yeah, choke down. All right, you know what? Why don't we flip this around and you can fire up the Baja. All right, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, it got the fuel. All right, we already know the clutch is okay because the wheels weren't moving. Choke off. Great start. Now that is why you want a Baja, guys. Great start. Idle is terrific. Perfect. First heat cycle is completed. I gotta say, I could easily see the fuel filter in there now. This 45cc is hungry like a Dodge Durango. Sickening, maybe the one with the Hemi, I don't know which one. Gonna let it chill a little bit, and we're gonna do another heat cycle. But that's basically, in my understanding, how you break in a gas RC. Now keep in mind, this motor is in fact quite different from the regular Baja gas motors because it is a ringed engine. And it needs a little bit more time to have the seals seat, so we're gonna do our best to give it a long chance at life, because I know sooner or later there's gonna be a couple X-Maxes on this track, and this Baja, well, it's gonna wanna battle some of them. 45cc Baja, let's fire it up. We'll test out the symmetrical steering. Let's see how good or not good it is. Great start. It ran good. I would say it has a lot of low-end grunt. I've driven a lot of Bajas before, guys. I've owned about 4 of them over the years. This one is the only one that does a full down squat in the back when you're on the throttle. The symmetrical steering, I don't know if I'm a fan right now. I honestly don't know if I'm a fan. It seems terrific, but any turn I make, the thing it spins out. So I'm gonna have to look up a couple pointers online how to really drive a car with symmetrical steering. But if you're looking for a sickening top-of-the-line Baja, this is the one you want to get. We got team driver Dan Y. He's gonna run the Baja. 45cc, bro. How do you feel? Is that the BMW of gas RCs, you think? It's got a lot of low power, right? But the symmetrical steering is interesting. Guys, I got a face full of dirt. Face full of dirt. I could use a toothbrush right now. Sickening kind of stuff I do. If you smell what the Nitro gang is cooking.
She say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to